Right, you lot, and the World Cup finals were actually incredible. I'm not trying to exaggerate or be sarcastic. I mean, all four matches were absolute spectacles to witness. And although they didn't really go the way we wanted them to, well, especially one, I have to say I had a blast only watching probably one and a half of the games. Yeah, I was in London when the quarterfinals were going on, which was quite tragic, really. And the only game I was able to watch the entirety of is the England match. So I don't think I can do a full-on roundup video, unfortunately. So I'm going to go right to my semi-final predictions. But incredible. I mean, Brazil getting knocked out by a Croatian team who played football that was inspiring as, I don't know, Piers Morgan at the gym. But they got the result, and are they going to beat Argentina? Let's find out in a minute. But we had Morocco against all the odds, beating Portugal, and a match that made Ronaldo in tears by the end of it. We saw the Netherlands come back from what seemed like a comfortable 2-0 win only to draw 2-2. And we saw Gareth Southgate make some of the most stupid substitutions you've ever seen in a game where you can blame the referee, which, I mean, usually I wouldn't have a go at the referee because I always find it's kind of just an excuse that people have, like, oh, we lost, why do we lose? We're not going to blame the players or the manager. It's the ref's fault, it was the ref, but he was a joke, especially in the first half. It was annoying, really, because England were the superior team, and what really annoyed me about the match was when we played Italy and Croatia, it was sort of like, okay, we were clearly the second best team. We got the tactics wrong. We deserved to go up. But I thought we deserved to go to extra time against France. And we shouldn't have had to rely on set pieces. And I mean, you could argue that, like, if Kane scores that penalty, we could have gone on to win it. But I think France's tactics would have changed if the game was 2-2. So, I don't think you can make that argument. Honestly, but a lot of the players played really well in the England game. I mean, look at Carl Walker. He absolutely pocketed Kylian Mbappe. I don't know what he's laughed about because he did nothing on the pitch. John Stones and Harry Maguire were pretty solid most of the match, and I know you can blame Maguire for the second goal because it came off of him, but I think they did quite well. I mean, the first goal, Tchouameni's goal, was just an unreal goal that the defenders couldn't have really done anything. And then the second goal was just a really kind of well-worked set-piece sort of thing. So you can't really blame them too much. You look at Luke Shaw. I mean, Luke Shaw should have come off. His crossing was terrible. You had Kieran Trippier on that bench. And Trent Alexander-Arnold. But I don't get why he didn't bring Trippier on. Like, you can understand Trent because Southgate despises the guy. And he was probably scared to put him up against Mbappe. Even though we were crying out for some, attacking flair. But Trippier, come on. You had a free kick near the end. Like, Trippier's famous for... His highlight of his career was that free kick against Croatia in the semi-final. Just let him have a chance to do it again. The midfield, I thought Bellingham had a really good game. He had that great shot that was saved by... Henderson wasn't great, and I think he probably should have came off earlier than he did, and... Rice, he was average. Rice. I thought Saka was great in the game, very attacking, getting to the right spaces, doing for a couple wins, one of the penalties. And then Phil Foden was not as good, but still did great stuff. So why is Raheem Sterling, the guy who's not been in the full training since round 16, who missed the last match and some training because of personal issues, but yet they bring him in on for Saka? I get bringing on Marcus Rashford for Phil Foden. To give Jack Grealish 2 minutes of playing time, I'm sorry. People go, oh, Southgate played attacking, you can't blame him. Well, you can, because he made the stupidest substitutes you've ever seen. He ruined it, but I've got to say, France, you've got to win this whole tournament now. You can't bottle it now. But let's get on to my semi-final prediction. This is going to be the worst structured video. I've not even done a script for this one, but let's predict. Now, the first match is Argentina against Croatia. Croatia, how the hell are they almost in a World Cup final again? I mean, they've been second best in every game they've played, minus Canada. And even Canada gave them a scare in the first half. I mean, they've been lucky. They've used penalties as a way to advance this far. And Argentina have also rode their luck at times. But Argentina are a team who are getting better with each performance. Saudi Arabia was their worst performance. I thought the Netherlands was their strongest performance, which is really good showing. But I think this will be a frustrating night for Argentina. A 1-1 draw after 90 minutes, with Argentina dominating most of the ball, scoring quite early through Enzo Fernandez in the 17th minute. 89th minute, Croatia get a late equaliser. The celebrations. And Croatia are going to do it again. They're going to win on penalties. Just you wait. Bloody hell. If I get that right, I'm actually just after the lottery numbers. It's done. I'm the best predictor of all time. France versus Morocco. And there's a kid in my class from Morocco, so I think we all feel Moroccan. And the journey Morocco have gone on in this World Cup is unreal. I mean, I think they've had the hardest path. We look at the teams they've had to play. Their first match, they had to play Croatia, a team who were also in the semi-final, and were in the final last time. They had to play Canada, who I think are one of the better teams that got dead last in the group, although the numbers didn't show it. They were a very difficult team. And they had to play Belgium, who were in the semi-final last summer. And I know that they weren't great in this tournament, but they're still, you'd expect Belgium to beat Morocco on paper. They then had to play Spain in the quarterfinals, a team that scored 7 goals in one bloody match in the group stage. I mean, and they brought them all the way to penalties and won, with Spain not even scoring a penalty. And then to beat Portugal, the team that just scored 6 against Switzerland. I mean, it's unreal. And Morocco have not conceded a goal that wasn't an own goal. No one's been able to score against Morocco. But I'm sorry, Morocco. The dream's over. This is it. I'm sorry. But France are winning this World Cup. It's happening. I said whoever won out France versus England, ever since Brazil went out, I thought they had a good shot to win the whole thing. France are unreal. I know they were second best at most parts against England, but they're going to run circles around this Morocco team. I'm going to go 3-1 to France, with the Morocco goal being kind of a constellation in the 88th minute once some of the subs have come on. I'm sorry, your World Cup final is going to be Croatia against France. Hold on. Wasn't that the last one? Well, that's my prediction. Now, I'm confident that I've got both of these spot on. The dream will end for Messi in the semi-final, and the dream is going to end for Morocco. I'm sorry. But it's truth.